Welcome back, everybody. Once again, this is the PlayVS Fall 2022 High School Championship featuring Rocket League, featuring the California region. And my man, Animal, how you doing, my man? This is your region. What's up?
I'm just happy to be here. Stoked to get a good cast in. Stoked to watch some awesome Rocket League. Stoked to watch these players compete. I think we're in for a treat today from a Rocket League perspective.
Oh, 100%. Now I'm telling you, Rocket League has been amazing at the high school level so far. We've seen so many great teams come through, seen so many good performances. And top it all off, this is going to be something special. Norco versus Quartz Hill, Continuum versus Gryffindor. I'm telling you, this could be something special. NHS, RL has got something in their pocket, yo. You never know what tricks these teams can have in their back sleeve.
You never know. You never know. Honestly, I think we've had done a couple Rocket League casts to date here. I think what we've seen from a superior level at the best players at this high school level is the teams that are capable of playing together, able to connect multiple passes in a row, have great rotations, are supporting each other on the back line. Those individual efforts are great and important, and that's how you're going to score goals. But really, we need to take this to the next level. So honestly, I think that's where we're going to see the difference with these teams' performance, is how they're able to bring in that team play and team element.
Yeah, the team play can be something really, really important around here. And when it comes down to the overall synergy that you have with your teammates, that can be something that's really special, according to each team as well. Now, when it comes down to the overall, end result of each team, you want to find that true synergy to the point where it creates a win condition, right? When you have somebody who's really solid at those shots, someone who's really solid at those defensive passes forward to the offender, and when it comes down to that kind of synergy, you have to have players you can rely on. I'm sure these players are putting the work to make themselves at least reliable.
Yeah, I really hope so. Honestly, I think it's going to be a real difference maker in this game, all said and done. And honestly, I think this is going to be the difference as these teams head down on the pitch here shortly. Just waiting for them to get started. Who's able to string some great passes together? Who's some consistent plays? Anything you're looking for in particular, Suplex?
I do want to find some really, really solid some duo plays with not only defenders being really solid, but also being able to get that ball straight to someone who's ready to go on the other end of the field. The amount of space you can cover, the amount of space you can easily steal in this kind of game can be something that's really dictated by the amount of synergy and communication you have with your teammates. So I'm hoping to see a lot of real plays that don't just make sense and capitalize on small mistakes around defense, but also small mistakes around your opponent's offense.
No kidding. And honestly, here we go. Players getting down into the pitch. Let's get into it.
Let's rock, yo. Off the right side here, straight towards the orange goal. It's under. It's over. A little bit too high. He's in control right now. Staying on the orange side. Ruben got a shot, but nothing too crazy. Unless, wait a minute, how did that sneak through? It looked like it was angled up.
Play there, right on the goal line. You got a little bit of that player on the bump there. Yeah, just enough to let the ball by. Amazing tactical play there.
See Eli ready to go on this kickoff. Quick spin through, gets the ball over to the blue side. Continuum on the defense at this point.
On the back foot, Continuum's really going to have to push some pressure on here. I think NHS really has, potential to set up some opportunities here as they're getting some pressure into the zone. Trying to get this off the half wall and get control of it. Off the back wall.
Okay, NHS just carry this. The defense, no, be careful! Looks like they might be overextending a little bit here. And as I say that, yeah, Continuum scoring one more goal. Oh, it's terrifying. Because you see them all push up trying to get that first shot off, trying to even up the scoreline, and then Ruben sneaks in there the moment they're hesitating, and it's a wrap. Gotta bring it back now. It's a grand finals match. This is a best of 7 once again, so you have plenty of time to adapt, to learn. You're working to this play is now that shot! What across the field. Thank goodness J-Spec was ready to go on that goal save. Ruben again with the control. Whoa.
That's a control and a half. That's a freestyle play if I've ever seen it. Oh my goodness, what a
That
play
was
there.
impressive.
No kidding.
Ruben's got air movement for days. Oh, Ruben stopped!
Ruben stuffs it like a sandwich there. Oh my goodness, that was a beautiful play. He's able to beat all 3 defenders on the goal line and just find an opening in that net. 3-0 continuum, and we're off to a rocket start in this grand finals.
I'm sorry, high school level? Are you sure? You sure?
Honestly, not at this point. This is a phenomenal play that you see in a high-level Rocket League. Again, NHS, no slouches right now. I think they need to get some more control, get some shot opportunities on net. That's a good first opportunity there.
Yeah, NHS.
Clear.
Oh no, no! Don't let him get away with it! The highlight reel is going to somebody for sure. NHS, you got time to come back. This is nothing to sweat about. It's a grand final, best of 7. Truly, you have plenty of time to adapt, learn, and overall shut down Ruben clearly, because that's going to be a problem player in this matchup.
Yeah, sometimes early in matches you need to identify, who the key players there, what their roles are, because there's 3 critical roles in Rocket League. Obviously, you have your center or your shot caller, your in-game leader. Then you have your striker. That's the person usually floating in the middle, looking for those shots that are coming in off the half-boards. And then you have your defensive-oriented player that's there to clean up any mess and make sure there's not a quick transition play back to the other end. Like this here is NHS wanted an opportunity there. Joshua looking to get at least one on the board quickly as a demo comes in onto Ruben.
Yeah, let him know. Let him know you can't play for free.
And honestly, sometimes that's what you need to do in Rocket League is really set a physical presence and dominance on the field against those top players. So I've heard it's actually really hard to score while you're respawning, it turns out.
It might be, I don't know. For some reason I can't control my car anymore, it just turns into dust, it's kind of weird.
And that's what you do, oh my goodness.
I didn't get snap so good.
Continuum up 4-0 with just about 2 minutes left in this first game here. And really, I think Ruben's going to be a standout player, but again, if NHS can really put on a dominant demo game here, that's going to open up more opportunities for them to get downfield, for them to put some shots on net, and really they just need to break the seal and give themselves an opportunity to get back to this game.
There it
There it
is.
is.
I was about to say too, I'm loving NHS's aggression. They're getting, I mean honestly, for the first couple minutes there, dunked on by Ruben, but there's a clear answer here. Start demoing, start going for those player head-to-heads, keep your marks locked down, and you can see just how effective that is. You can see how NHS is starting to lock down their targets. You can see how they're chasing down blue team, continuum, finding it hard to breathe, but at the same time, that same suffocation is making their defense even harder, and NHS is just going to roll with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think this also may come down to how warm the players are, right? Like, I think the Continuum squad was together, ready to go, before the match started. NHS sent some players in transit, so they didn't get a chance to really get warm on the sticks, but all it takes is a few minutes to get those hands warm and get off to the races, and, well, you're seeing the evidence of that on the 4-2 scoreline, but Continuum's got something to say about that, and Ruben in particular wants to put another toothpick in that sandwich.
And Ruben is answering back always and forever. This man needs to be stopped. It is incredible just how swiftly you see Ruben just fly in there, and then it's an accurate shot every time. I don't think I've seen Ruben miss yet.
I don't think I've seen Ruben miss either, but again, I think that demo play is really going to come into effect here as Husk looking to get a center, no one there to pick it up. Husk getting downfield. It's another pass from Ruben.
We're loving the moves from NHS here.
Yeah, NHS really good clear on that play. Really, really set a team on their back foot. Weren't able to get off.
Off the side?
He's able to bury it.
What an angle on this too. Look at the wall. Just barely squeezing it in. Cold as ice. Time to clap back now. Joshua, might be your time to shine. NHS trying to get the ball moving now. Clearing it over towards Continuum side. But a dunk from Husk going for it, and Ruben's in the back ready to alley-oop it in.
And honestly, kudos on this first shot. I think honestly that had a ton of potential, but really the follow-up on Ruben to make sure sure that who's there, center, waiting for that play and an awkward bounce out. And again, that's how you clean up messy goals and puts you on a 7-2 scoreline with just a minute left in the game.
You can see how NHS was ready to try and clear that ball too, but when your offense is just too fast, and what a save from Ruben! Oh my goodness! Eli trying to go in, Joshua trying to go in. I'm telling you, the amount of offense NHS is presenting is staggering. I think all it takes is a matter of time to adapt to Continuum, and we're gonna see a real, like, fisticuffs of goals going back and forth.
I mean, this is already a wild scoreline, 7-2. I mean, typically you don't see matches go up this high regularly, but again, I think NHS need to get their feet wet, need to get their feet warm, feel out how Continuum's going to play this matchup. Who do they need to shut down? Mention that with Ruben. I think you know, next game is going to be an entirely different story as we grind down to the final few seconds of this game one.
J-Spect trying to get in there, Serum as well, trying to save anything, but the setup from Continuum was too clean.
J-Spect really just read this play and, you know, beat out the centering pass from NHS. You know, gotta be careful in those center balls. You don't want to send that ball towards your own net if at all possible.
It just stole it from Joshua so cleanly. Saw the pass coming and just said, you know what, I think I will be a member of Orange Team right now. This little carry there.
Just so folks remember, the game does not stop till the ball hits the turf on the green ground. The walls are fair game.
Whoa!
Say it for now. Just continue with the first game.
Almost kept it going there. That was eye-opening. Eye-opening. A match like that, anybody in their right mind would simply walk out of that and immediately think, okay, we have key components on the side of courts to really focus on, and now it's our turn to clap back.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think Continuum really put on a show there. I mean, credit to Ruben. 1,000 points on the scoreline, 6 goals, 7 shots, even had a couple saves there. That's a rock star performance as far as I'm concerned, and if I'm NHS, that's who I'm targeting next game.
Oh, 100%. Make their life really difficult. Demo them, chase them down, steal their ball, do anything you can to slow down that momentum, because you cannot let somebody who's already on fire turn into an inferno.
No, that's just going to be a recipe for disaster. As players get ready for this next matchup, we are heading back down here. Continuum's going to be up 1-0 in the series so far.
It was nice to see just how much potential these players have. And I also love just how quickly NHS clapped back in the same game. Most times when you see a serious, staggering lead like that, you'll see teams shut down a little bit, just give up the game, start to just kind of start learning from it instead of really trying to win for it or fight for the win. But NHS, immediately, they saw the scoreline get like that and they thought, you know what? Nah, we don't want to lose this game. We're not going to put we're not going to waste any time or waste any effort trying to get every game we can under our belt. Tell they're hungry.
You can tell they're hungry, and you can tell that they want this in a hurry, as, you know, an 8-2 scoreline really sends a message in our first game, let me tell you.
Oh, I believe also, we're production. Rod subbing in for Eli on Size Norco. This could be interesting.
Yeah, an interesting early game sub here. You know, there's kind of two minds I have of it. You know, one, you need to change up of the lineup because you don't have an answer for Ruben, and, you know, maybe, you know, Rod is going to be that answer theoretically. You know, Rod GG's, let's see what he's able to bring to the table. But if, you know, or it's the coach of the team there, I believe it's Brittany, is looking to make sure everyone gets an opportunity to play and get an opportunity to compete. I think that's very important at this high school level. It's very important for everyone to be able to enjoy themselves and, you know, spend time playing some Rocket League. And honestly, at the end of the day, I think the team mentality is more important than anything else.
100%. The team mentality, the team synergy, the morale can be so important. And subbing in somebody like this can either make or sometimes make it a little more, make it take a little bit more time to really get in the flow, because either you already have good synergy with this new player who's going to be able to hop in and start getting fireworks going, or it might take a little bit of time, get them warmed up, get them in the feel, and then the party starts. But all it's going to be is a matter of time at that point. I'm sure we're going to see some big stuff from Rod coming in.
Absolutely, just got notified in chat that looks like we had one player crash. So we're just gonna be hanging out on this nice view of Rocket League stadiums. You know, gorgeous
Oh,
game,
wow.
to be honest. I mean, I just love it to death. And you know, for me, I think Rocket League is one of the most accessible esports out there. You know, at the simplest level, ball in net, right? Everyone hopefully can understand that at home. You know, the other day you put the ball in the net, you get more of that than the other team. Well, you win. Congratulations.
Yeah.
But I think honestly, some of the nuances within Rocket League are really amazing, and how they've, you know, you have the flip resets, you have the musty flips, you have all these different technical terms and plays that allow for high level and high caliber interactions, and just the variableness of the ball, you know, on the field really adds a whole new element of gameplay in general. And you know, I'm looking forward to seeing not only the high level, you know, Psyonix RLCS matches continue, which are actually, I believe, kicking off today for anyone that's interested in tuning in. But also, you know, seeing this grassroots and this, you know, younger crowd grow into this. To be honest, like, you could be watching the next superstar on an RLCS stage here today with PlayVS.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, this is going to be something that can truly be the Kickstarter of a large career here. Like, esports in high school is one thing, and esports in high school with this actual level of a competitive skill cap, or at least skill minimum, is something amazing to see. I mean, I believed that in high school we would never truly see like a real league for esports in schools. I didn't think teachers would ever really consent to it. I didn't think schools would ever really recognize it. But here we are in 2022 going 2023, and we have a nasty bracket going on right now. Amazing potential, amazing skills being shown off, and I'm just so happy that we're seeing players just have a good time.
This player's kicking off. Ruben looking to set up this first
No.
early. Ruben, my guy. Oh, that is an early goal and an early dagger in this game too, as Ruben is able to get a nice backdoor touch. He gets a little thump there on NHS, and we are off to the races, folks.
I mean, look, I don't want to be biased. I really don't. But when you're a commentator, you have to focus on the gameplay. And when the gameplay starts off with something like that, what else am I supposed to say other than Ruben's godlike?
Yeah, Ruben is just putting on a show here, already able to put up a goal on there, and is already looking to control the pace of this play. Another high up play. Husk is going to go up for a touch, gets over one. Can
Look at the control on Husk! What?
Great pass down, the double touch off the back wall. J-Spec waiting there in the slot. He's able to get over one and two, bait the last guy out. Knows it's going to go low, and J-Spec there able to clean it up. Beautiful goal on the side of Continuum.
You see Joshua trying to save it there, trying to get any kind of nudge into between the goal and him, but I just can't believe how much control Continuum has. Their expertise is truly showing through. The aggression from NHS is also shining bright. See the explosion going off. The carry, taking over on NHS's offense here. Continuum, trying to carry it back over. And one more demo from start Continuum.
Yeah, big demo on the back line there is going to let them get a little bit of control in this corner here. Let's see if they're able to make anything of it.
Oh no! J-Spec flying in like a rocket, just dunking it in.
I caught J-Spec a little late on that play there, but I was wondering if that center play was going to come in. Demo opens up a little bit of room. Defender can't get up. J-Spec there for the cleanup once again.
The approach was hilarious, just out of nowhere, zooming in.
Watch out!
Yeah!
There you go.
You can really tell just how much Continuum's not only ready for these goals, but is communicating these goals. The team play, off of how Husk was bouncing it off the wall, and just being able to react so fast to these goals. You'd think that normally you see Rocket League and you see so much setup going to trying to make a goal happen. But when you watch Continuum happening and rolling right now, I see next to no startup. It's just the ball's over there and there's someone already going for it.
And honestly, I think that's the difference between very high level Rocket League play and, you know, your average ranked grinder is how you're able to play as a team. And I think Continuum is really putting on, you know, genuinely a world class showing of how to play as a team and work together. Husk, a huge individual effort off of this botched ball on the NHS side. Unfortunate bounce off the hitbox there, the Octane, but you got to bounce back. 4-0, 3 minutes, 12 seconds left. Let's see what they can do with it.
Thankfully, we got time. The wall The mountain to climb for NHS is tall. I will tell you that right now. But we have 3 minutes on the clock. If you can get a ball rolling, you can get a ball in the net. Just like Ruben, he's showing you right now. I mean,
yeah, I will say, like, Rocket League is one of those games where the time is important. The time to make a difference in the game, you know, it can come down to literally the 0-second mark, and it can happen, you know, at this 3-minute mark. Again, 5-0, while a very solid lead on the Continuum part, all it takes is 2 or 3 goals to change the momentum, throw Continuum off their game, and then all of a sudden we have, you know, a tied series, or, you know, going up there. But Husk has something to say about that.
You can see NHS trying to scramble to get back there, a bit overextended. Yeah, you can see just Serum just left alone there on defense until Brest could catch up, but maybe considering some positioning adjustments, maybe considering some role adjustments, who knows? Right now, gotta find the answer. We're only in game 2, again, it's still fairly early in the bracket, you have time to adapt, you gotta find an answer soon.
And just note for those watching home, this is a best of 7 series, so the first team to achieve 4 wins in the series will walk away with the championship title here. This Continuum is putting on a show with 6 goals up and just past the halfway mark in this game number 2.
Gates High School Finals are really something. What a shot! Not going to land in, but it's all completely set up. Thankfully, NHS can make it there first. Not make it an easy setup for Continuum. I can get it out there. Defense now. Huge out of the sky from J-Spec. And a little adjustment from Ruben.
Oh, look at this pass. J-Spec is able to get up for it, gets his touch, a light touch on it, and Ruben with the redirect over top of the defender just below the crossbar. Again, how many passes can you connect before the ball hits the net? How many plays can you connect before Ruben is going to bury it on you anyways? Because this is an unbelievable performance so far. And,
yeah,
I'm not going to lie, those backboard passes have also been very friendly on the behalf of Continuum. They bounce exactly where they want them. Whether on purpose or on accident, you know, we'll never know, but give a little bit of credit to the backboard.
I love the attempt at a shot there. Oh man, Joshua really had a chance. Once again, we're just carrying it back over Joshua. Gonna get there first, kind of, with the demo. Teammates, double whiff, carrying it back over towards NHS's side.
A little regroup, a little reset, go get some boosts, go regroup. You know, something we haven't really talked about yet, Suplex, is that element of boost management. It's a very important tactic inside Rocket League. As you can see, there's giant, you know, glowing orbs in the corners there. Those will refill your entire boost meter all the way to 100, and the pads will give you a smaller amount, usually a 15 boost total or so. You know, being able to control those corner boosts and the sidewall boosts allow for you to make more aggressive plays higher up in the air, higher skill level plays that the other team may or may not have the boost to even compete with you at that height. So that can be a real difference maker in how the game's trajectory goes, and how you're able to manage that boost and control it, you know, in your team's favor.
We haven't been able to really look at it too much, but I do want to try and start analyzing more and more how we see boost managed by the side of Continuum and NHS. And once again, one more goal for Continuum. It just keeps growing. Octo lead. But again, like, I wonder if it might be a strategy for NHS to try and start monopolizing those boost pads and really start starving Continuum for burst to reduce those big plays, reduce those huge aerial shots and dribbles.
We're gonna need to figure out something here. It's the last 20 seconds. I think we can all comfortably say this game's in the bag. What are you gonna do next game to make a huge difference?
That's all good.
Continuum gets one more just to roller in. I don't got that one. That was lucky. Good
nah.
bounce or anything. Husk, you know, you got lucky that bounce.
What is that bounce?
It happens.
Oh no.
We move on. We go next. It's all good. 14 seconds left. We'll wrap up this game. Again, I think we need to turn our focus to next game. How can NHS position themselves to be in the winning category of this next game? I think it's going to be demo plays and boost management are going to be the 2 most critical elements for their success.
Yeah, the demo plays we haven't seen too much of in this match. We've seen spots of them every now and then, but it seems like Continuum is either outrunning NHS or NHS is just not really finding the chance on defense or offense to really get those demos in, create that momentum shift, and shut down players they need to shut down, right? It's been looking good, but now's the time for an answer. Jordan, can't hear you.
That's game 2.
There you go.
You know, again, I think NHS really needs to focus on their boost management. I think they're having a tough time competing high up in the air. You know, they're really getting some, teams really getting some crazy opportunities off the back wall, off the sky, that they just don't have the ability to keep up with at a serious level. So, you know, NHS is gonna have to pivot. They're gonna have to get some demo plays in. They're gonna have to make some, some big moves on the goal line, get some demos, open up some space for them. Hopefully, I don't know if it's gonna be enough, but we're gonna have to see in this next game 3.
I'd love to see it come back, yo. I swear NHS has got this. They showed such ferocity in that game 1, and maybe continuing to show some good adaptation in game 2. But in this game 3, it's more or less now or never. You need to make a statement, start putting some adaptation, some forced adaptation on Continuum side, and really start aggressing your playstyle. The win condition for NHS has not been shown yet, but I know there must be a winning formula they have in mind.
Yeah, and I wonder if we're going to see another player swap here. If coach of the NHS, Brittany, is going to say, "All right, Rod, that was great, but it's time to head down to Mr. Brown on one of the other subs and see who they're going to drop out." We'll find out from the TO team here as we teams are hopping in the lobby and getting ready. Do you stick with the same squad? What's the play call here? On the other side of the coin, there, Continuum from Forts High School. Tim is probably talking to his players and saying, "Look, that's 8 goals each game, so 16 total. I would say just do that again, and we should be okay."
Except this time, aim for 10.
Yeah, I want double digits or nothing. No, I think again, I think that this team is really able to put on a show here. Let's see as they hop down in the lobby.
It's been a good one so far. I do want to note as well, NHS's overall reactions have been really, really good. It's just a matter of being in the right place at the right time. I've seen them really be able to react really quickly to offense, really quickly to defense, and be able to really have that initial problem solving in their head, but I can see them just barely too far, just not quite getting the goal, and it's there. I know it's there. It takes time to really get warmed up, like you mentioned before. Continuum are very warmed up here already, and NHS has started to dash in and play.
There's the call. We're getting the call that Ellie is being subbed back in for Rod. So Rod's back on the bench. Ellie's coming back in, and here we go. Let's see if this is the change that needs to be made.
Let's go, Eli. Eli? I'm not quite sure.
I think we're going to go with, I think Ellie, I think is the way to go.
Sure.
It's just Ellie,
Yeah.
47 in the in-game tag there. So let's see how this rolls.
Yeah, looking good so far. Ellie back on the sticks. Now, what's the synergy play, I wonder? Can you see much of a defensive tactic they can start employing here? Like, maybe we need to have one person just on the net 24/7, because clearly the offense Continuum is nearly unstoppable.
Here we go. Back onto the field. Continuum back in their own end finally. Ruben's got something to say about that.
Oh no, maybe he's even able to talk anymore. Yeah. That demo coming in clutch.
I think the coach might have heard me as we get a little double demo action right on the backline on the respawn. Woo. Let's go. That's the kind of message you want to send on the starting few 30 seconds here.
NHS really making a statement.
And look at that, Brittany with the big play call, summon Ellie back in. Ellie breaks the seal on Continuum. First goal of the series for that, or I believe it's the 3rd goal. First goal of this game, though, however. NHS with their first lead in this series. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game 3.
Hold on to it like your life depends on it. This lead is worth gold. Diamonds even. The longer you hold this lead,
to play shutdown defense as well as be a little aggressive on the offense. Because look, I think we all know Ruben's capable of a big individual play. Is that slow roller just over top? Oh my goodness, that was scary. Chase Specs had to be really good on the post there.
You can see just how valuable this kind of goal is for NHS. If the longer they can hold on to this, the longer they can create an impression of true fear on the side of Continuum. You need to hold this pressure. Big carry for Ruben here. Tries to set up for the teammate, but no dice. Oh, J-Spec getting in there, but a little bit too high.
J-Spec
Joshua going for a run.
That rebound, couldn't brings him back into the NHS end.
That's air to air there from Eli. Ellie? We're gonna mix by that for a while. J-Spec down for the count now. We're respawning for a moment here. Ellie once again, ready to go. Ready for a shot. Ready to block it back towards the goal. Serum ready for a shot, but a little bit too high. Good bop up from Husk there. Keeping it out of shots and harm's way.
This looks like a team that's warmed up and coming ready to play. As we have a 2-goal lead now for the NHS squad. Is a great transition play there on an awkward bounce from the Continuum players. Read that play quickly and was able to get a clean shot on net. Nice and low, effective. 2-0, 3 minutes and 18 left.
Did you see Joshua like almost blocked that though?
That was almost
it was real close. All good though, it happened. Nice save from Josh there again. The defense for all teams. I was fine in the air, trying to catch back on the ground here.
I got no boost, I gotta get back down to the ground.
Boost at plenty on the side of J-Spec though, spending it to catch over. Ready for a setup. A big save from Ruben. They can't take any more goals. Continuum looking like genuinely how NHS was looking at the first game.
Yeah, it's been an interesting kind of flop of ability here, to be honest. You know, I'm surprised to see these squads, you know, especially Continuum at this level, as a big shot on net comes in. That was a close one.
Right for the corner Ruben was aiming for there. Nice little setup here. Ruben again! And there it is. You can't let Continuum pop it up for that man.
And that's the Ruben we know and love. Is able to get a quick transition off the back wall here. Tight angle shot. Is able to put it back to the far side where no defenders are existing. And, well, we are back to a 2-1 scoreline here with 2-2-2 left.
Yeah, very clean. A lot of time to work with here for both sides. NHS, you have plenty of time to try and expand that lead and hold it down. Continuum, there's nothing holding them back, trying to get and make this an even scoreline. See Eli. Ellie just carrying it over. I'm so used to saying Eli.
It's okay, I won't tell you.
We get a PlayVS check on that? See if they prefer one way or the other? Or if it's a tomato kind of thing?
Check that in the back end there. As Ruben is looking to get some control here. J-Spec's able to pop it up back towards center. Ruben's up for it. Has boost to work with. Demo on the back line. Joshua's out. Can't get the shot on net. Husk is going to have to pick it up. Ruben gets it centered. Husk doesn't have the boost to work with. He's just going to float his way back down and try and regroup and get some boost here. As J-Spec just missed that boost. Oh my goodness. Huge crossbar ball as that was looking dangerous as Continuum on top of each other and really not even spreading out, and that's going to cost Ruben a respawn.
Yeah, Ellie really dunked that ball on the crossbar and decided not able to get much off of it. Moving back towards the side of Continuum here as Joshua carries it over. Ooh, nothing too much. Ruben's ready for the interception. And the setup for the teammate. Husk ready to go, but a solid block from Ellie. Really nice, but the goal's open. It's overcommitted. Not too many bodies on one goal, and you see just everyone flying away as Ruben carries it back and taps it in.
Dangers of the triple commit. If all three of your players go grab one ball and it can pass all of you, that leaves a wide open net, and just one person needs to clean it up, and there's your evidence. Ruben's able to even this game up with just about a minute left in play, but NHS says no!
Word?
3-2, Joshua is able to bury one off the face-off. A great win here against J-Spec on the face-off, and Joshua was able to corral that bouncing ball just into the Continuum zone, and 3-2 scoreline now with 54 left on the clock.
Very nice. This is what I'm talking about with NHS's reactions. They may not be the most perfect, and like nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. They might not have the perfect control, but above all else, I'm seeing so many attempts at being able to make the perfect play from NHS, and that's just an example. Just an example of what they're capable of.
Yeah, I really do think you need to say scrappy, as that one was dangerous. Ellie with the backline on the goal line gets an epic save. Credit there on the scoreboard, as that's going to add up to the points total, as J-Spec is going to take it off this half wall, gets it on top of his car, float it up. Joshua's going to try and combat it back down towards the Continuum end. Husk is going to say no. Ellie wanted that one. Pass comes towards the center. Triple commit at a Continuum. They're going to have to regroup. 10 seconds left on this clock here, and now we're in crunch time for Continuum. How's this game going to shake out?
One incredibly important goal for the side of NHS to sneak it in right as the round started there. A W on the side of NHS. Perfectly timed. As we mentioned before, Game 3, this is where it's extremely important to clap back and let it be known you're not going down without a fight.
Yeah, that was a real difference maker of a game there. That was the NHS I think I really expected to come out in the first couple games, but didn't. That was not an 8-2 scoreline. That was not an 8-0 scoreline. That was a 3-2 NHS win. Great performance on their behalf. Again, I think the team play between their players really let them excel, make strong passes, make strong plays, control the flow of the game, and Continuum right off the bat wasn't able to keep up with that play level.
Yeah, it was looking really solid. And again, the team play, like you mentioned, was really, really improved from the side of NHS. You can tell they've really warmed up in these first couple games. Their passes have been great. Their defense has exceptionally improved since the first 2 games. The amount of time we saw just people dunking in goals inside of NHS, and now we're seeing a very, very solid defense inside of NHS, Norco. It's incredible to see that kind of switch flipped. It's an instant over just 2 games, right?
Yeah, entirely. Just an entire flip of the reality on their game there. So, I think Continuum may need to go back to the drawing board here. I wonder if we see a switch to a sub on the Continuum side. Because it's clear that, maybe the first game was a wash. Maybe the second game was a sub that wasn't quite ready. Third game was a different reality. So I wonder what the play call is here from the Continuum side of Quartz Hill.
Now, I do also want to see just how Continuum was able to clap back about these demos, because the demos have not only shifted some momentum for certain plays, but also almost definitely put some hesitation on the side of Continuum. And Quartz Hill has got to find the chance not only to answer back about those demos, but also to shake it off, get themselves back on the groove, and get their offense flowing again, because clearly, as we've seen, that's the strongest weapon.
Yeah, I mean, I think, honestly, I also kind of like right off the top of that Game 3, we saw the NHS squad really giving Ruben a hard time. A couple early demos, a couple early bumps, really just kind of making his life challenging, and wasn't able to find a flow the rest of the game.
Yeah, and when you're able to intercept the flow like that, when you're able to really disrupt someone's overall thought process, just by existing near them, that create something that's so powerful. You don't even have to bump them anymore when it comes down to it. If you bump them enough and harass them enough, they eventually just have that thought process in their head of, oh, Joshua's near me, I can't be here. Or they're going to go try and go for a goal, or oh, maybe I need to hesitate because someone's going to bump me out of this. Because the moment you present that reality of them being taken out of their position, taken out of their zone, not being able to score the goals they really want to score, that's when the value comes into play for just how effectively you can shut down somebody.
Here we go into Game 3, just a few seconds in. Big play is already coming out on the NHS side. They're looking to get a clear here. Nice tip over top to make sure that ball is out of danger's way and out of the slot. You're going to have to float back down to reality as J-Spec wants to bury it in front of the net here. Can't get it all the way through. Great defensive play on the behalf of NHS. Has been able to say, no, we're not going to let that to the center. We're not going to let that happen. Us is going to check this down with the help of Ruben. Joshua is able to play it up a little high and wide, but J-Spec is there for the cleanup. Not enough power on the behalf of the NHS squad to get that clearance out, and J-Spec says, thank you for the free one.
Yeah, just snuck it right in as they were passing around. And yeah, that's goal 1 in just 30 seconds over on the side of Continuum. Don't give me deja vu now. NHS, it's time to clap back.
That's okay. Keep the nerves calm. Stay strong.
What, love the little back end tip there from Ellie.
Yeah, that was
really clean.
Tail whip and a half. You love to see it as Ruben passes towards the center. He's able to be corralled by the NHS squad. J-Spec, no!
The robbery!
Oh, wow! What a great read off of that transition play here. Tried to get the flick over top. J-Spec said no. Comes off the post. Is able to just tap it back towards the net. Very clean play there. J-Spec putting Continuum up 2-0 with just about 4 minutes, 10 seconds left in this game.
What a criminal. Like, who just runs over the amount of confidence you need to have to just run a ball like that against a team like NHS that's as aggressive as they are is just astounding to me.
Again, I think that front person is really...
Ooh!
Ruben, hello! That was dancing on the goal line. Oh my goodness. Speaking of Michael Jackson, was doing a moonwalk on the goal line.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was tight.
That was
there.
actually a FIFA moment.
Ruben wants another opportunity here. He's able to get it on net. Huge saves from Ellie.
Oh my goodness, I gotta breathe for a moment. Ellie,
Yeah,
going in there.
It's getting a little hot here.
Whoa,
Ellie!
Ellie!
On the goal line again! What is this? Oh
That
my
was
goodness.
ridiculous!
Oh, that was
What a
beautiful
backflip!
opportunity.
Oh my goodness! Ellie!
Saves coming in here. This is insanity.
Okay, Ruben might be the offense master, but Ellie, I can't believe this defense. I've never seen anything like it. Husk going in again. Ruben going for the setup. J-Spec going for the final touch. And there it is. Can't make it back in time. You see Ellie racing back.
I mean, we had to relieve some pressure there because, oh my goodness, it was mounting. I really think, you know, NHS was on the back foot after having to save 2 on their own goal line. That's never a fun spot to be.
Yeah, but we see the potential. We see that NHS has the defense. They have the offense. They have the adaptation. They have the quick reactions. They have the tools they need to win this game. It's got to line up in time.
Just coming up to the halfway mark of this match, 3-0 for Continuum. This is game number 4 as Continuum is up 2-1 in this series of this Grand Finals best of 7. J-Spec's gonna have to get a clean clear here. Gets it out. Follow coming in, and that's off the post, off the backboard. Husk is able to get one touch. J-Spec can't get it on there. Husk wants to follow, puts it just wide. Gelly got another touch
almost
there as well.
They had the setup, I believe, but not enough to get it in the goal. Double demo from the side of Continuum. NHS is open, but not easy to get the goal in. Quick carry back over. Towards Continuum's side. Coming in from the side of Joshua. Trying to set up the teammates. It's in the air. Nothing going to lead to it too much yet.
Bit of a stalemate here in this second half of the game. Never mind. I was just kidding. NHS says, no, we're done with that stalemate. We're just going to put it right on net, and a little bit of an awkward pitch here. Yeah, awkward for two players. Snaps it back towards net. Hey, 3-1. You know, honestly, sometimes you got to take those lucky breaks. It's 3-1 scoreline, 2-goal difference. I think NHS has a chance to come back here.
Oh, it's more than possible. It's to overtime at least. That could be a game for sure. I mean, NHS has shown they can get quick goals out of nowhere. Continuum shown they can get quick goals out of nowhere. If it goes to sudden death, this could be anyone's game.
This game is far from over with a minute 45 left on the clock here. NHS looking to get this ball out. Husk is going to go out for it, played off the half wall. NHS is going to have to regroup, challenge this play out. A little bit of a flick on top, a bit of a double commit, a boost to play with.
I love the clear from NHS there. Just get it as far as possible away so Continuum has to set up all the way from their own goal line. And you never want Continuum to have ball control on your side of the field. And again, Ellie, defense master, and now the offense master potentially?
Ellie with
nice
that
little trap off the
energy.
left.
Tag, you love to see it. He's able to put a goal on the scoreboard here, and all of a sudden we have a 1-goal game, and things get really interesting now.
Yeah, this is where it gets to the point where players are starting to really get a feel for each other. And when it comes down to it, when you have a read in your opponents, now it gets really fun. Or to smell out plays, or to see the coordination your teammates and your opponents are having, and all sorts of line up in your brain. The awakening begins of how to really play in a matchup like this.
And I want to make it clear, like, you know, these teams need to have an understanding of the rotations and the type of style of play that each other play, and able to combat it effectively is a whole nother ball game. A slow roller there, almost on net. Husk had to be smart on that play. That was almost very dangerous.
Oh, another nice block from inside of NHS. Serum coming in clutch. Appreciate you, dog. Ruben with a big carry coming in. A little bit too much boost to work with. But Ellie's there, ready to make dreams not come true. Let's have to continue on.
Ruben ran out of boost there. Wasn't able to get a shot on net. That's okay. As
Ruben,
NHS is going to send it back in. Ruben's going to corral it. Wants to put it back on net by accident. Whoa, heads up. As we head down to the final 10 seconds, what do we have here?
The time ran out just like that. I'd been shocked that it was already at 1 second. Serum trying to carry it over. NHS needs 1 goal. They need 1 goal. That's all they need. You Continuum's keeping it juggled. They want another goal as well. but that's going to be a wrap. Game 4 going to the side of Quartz Hill. Continuum is now just one game away from taking this finals.
One game. That's all the difference that makes. We are on match point in this series. Continuum, I don't think that game was their best performance. I think the evidence of that is you have actually, J-Spec at the top of the scoreline there with 5 shots on net and only 3 goals. It was an adequate enough performance on their behalf, though, to push this to a match point scenario. Where does it go after this is a whole different question, though, because really, does NHS have what it takes to stick it to these teams to Continuum to send this to another game after that and another one after that to end up in the full set of best of 7? I don't know. Suplex, your thoughts?
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'm telling you, these teams have done a really great job of adapting to each other. NHS, again, has shown that they can do it. They have the tools, they have the understanding, they have the download on Continuum. Continuum has answered back really beautifully in this game 4. But going into game 5, this is where it really becomes a toss-up, because both teams have got a good feel for each other. They've got a good feel for how the game wants to flow. They know how they want to win the game. They've both gotten a W. On the Continuum side, multiple W's. But at this point in time, I think it just becomes even more fun. It could be anyone's game. It could be anyone's chance to make a big play. And now's the time to pull out the ace in the sleeve.
Time to pull out all the stops as we're on match point, heading into game number 5 currently. Yes, that is correct. Game number 5.
I thought I was right. I was like, I hope so.
Hang on,
I hope I can count.
Mental math, yeah, cost, not counting. Yeah, sorry.
They don't pay me to do math.
Yeah, come on. It's gaming. We're not math. It's Ruben looking to get this ball in. Great bump out there by the NHS squad. They're able to gain control. Ellie wants to put it down towards the back wall there.
A little pinch. Kind of gain control of both sides. Not able to score any kind of quick hat tricks right now.
Yeah, not a lot of opportunities here. This seems like a lot more ping pong than it is Rocket League, to be honest, as teams are just kind of passing this back and forth through the middle half of the zones here. As a little bit of a shot on net. Got to be careful. Corral on that one. Is able to put it out wide.
Ooh, Husk might be lining it up here, but a good pop-up. Serum clearing it once again. You know they've got it. Trust Serum with your life. Ellie, once again, trying to carry it over, but Husk is so ready. Continuum not allowing any kind of easy dribble in to their side of the goal.
Yeah, and Husk was smart to come out and challenge that play early, and really able to make an effective challenge, cause a quick turnover, and send NHS back to go collect boosts and go play defense.
And they're still bullying Ruben. That's what we need to be seeing. You need to make sure the harassment does not stop when it comes to really trying to make your opponents have a hard time building up a momentum.
Ruben really has been the one to set the momentum of these games, and if he's unable to find a comfortable reality, it's really going to show a difference in the play and the outcome of this game, as we are still sitting at 0-0 with just about 3 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, look at Ellie trying to bounce it up into the air here, start clearing it. Continuum's all over the ball. They want to get this set up as soon as possible. How could get a shot off, but they've gained control and they've held on to it for quite some time. Back towards the corner here, Ruben. Again, trying to get anything. Getting blocked out by the side of NHS. Ellie, ready on that backflip. Try and clear it a little bit more. Ruben with a subtle side tap off the right, but nothing up until it's bumped in. Wait a minute.
That was
Husk?
Post.
Ah.
No, Husk got a touch.
What?
That was
What a
so
shot.
saucy. Wow. Oh, off the back wall, is able to put that far post. Oh, that's a calculated play if I've ever seen one.
Now they're doing math. They're the ones still in school. They're all warmed up on it.
Yeah, no kidding. That's some grade 12 calc right there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, didn't know you took physics. Duh.
Rocket League's a great example of physics if you ever want to teach it. How does this happen with this ball and when it's in that direction? Well, an object in motion tends to stay in motion unless acted upon by an outside force, and well, that outside force was Husk in this equation.
Speaking of Husk, trying to dribble it towards that of NHS here, setting up anything, but The entire team ready on the goal. Trying to clear it as well. Joshua going for a run. Ellie ready for a shot. Continuing to shut it down once again.
Continuum playing really smart and safe on this back line. I think they want to close this series out as soon as possible. They're not here to play extra games. They're here to take a dub. And with 1 minute 45 seconds left, up 1-0, they're set up for success right now if they can get one more opportunity. But I think NHS isn't done with this game just quite yet.
Time to clap back, yo. You have the potential, but no one was ready for a shot like that. They were all watching J-Spec just dribble it over, thinking, nah, they're not gonna make a shot from there. There's no way. They're horizontal, but a quick swerve. And just, you can see Eli and Joshua just left shell-shocked.
That might be the dagger in this game as Continuum up 2-0, a minute 30 left. Does NHS have what it takes to respond, or is Forts High School we're going to walk away with this game?
We've seen NHS make really solid plays. Plays solid enough to make this comeback more or less a reality, but will Continuum allow it? Their defense has really solidified up in this last game, in this match point game. I just want to see if it's even possible to crack at this point. NHS, time to answer. Yes! I'm telling you. It just looks like the offense is so solid, and that's okay. When you can't really get back at them for it, just tests your patience, it tests your ability to really think on your feet, and looks like Continuum's ready to just close this out.
Continuum, 1 minute left to their championship run. NHS looking to gain some control here. You get it down to the Continuum end. Husk, it's a weird touch over top.
Whoa!
Off the crossbar. J-Spec wanted that one, wanted the final dagger in the coffin, couldn't quite get it. Ruben's not done yet. Joshua couldn't get a hold of it. Husk says aim or nothing. 36 seconds left. I mean, it would take a small miracle for NHS to dig themselves into this kind of hole currently, but Husk with an amazing play on the half boards and on the slot there to put that ball away. And I would say this is a really tough comeback for the NHS squad.
I'm trying to see the swiftest reverse 4-0 of all time. I know it's far-fetched, but I believe in NHS. I've been loving watching them play. Their adaptations have been beautiful. Their team play has been great. All it takes is that one spark to get them going.
As we come down to the final few seconds of this game, 10 seconds left on the clock. Continuum's up for this ball. They're going to pass it back to their own end. And Ruben wants to sauce one off his own back wall as the clock ticks down off the half wall.
Ruben carrying it. I love how Continuum also wants to play overtime, right?
Oh, Continuum's like, well, we're not done yet, but just kidding. Continuum are your PlayVS high school champions for the California region. Congratulations to those players. You know, a great squad. Obviously, Ruben leading the team alongside Husk and J-Spec. And let's not forget their awesome subs and Skull Crusher and I'm going to say STX. Yeah, something like that. And their coach, Tim Fields. Congratulations, Continuum. And obviously, a big shout out to Norco High School, NHS, RL, Brittany Conrad coaching that squad. Joshua, Serum, and Ellie with Rod and Brown on the sub list there. Amazing performance from all of you. Thank you so much for coming out and playing. You know, beautiful game, beautiful set, all said and done. I think with that suplex, we can call that a series.
Yeah, it was fantastic, yo. Once again, this is a PlayVS Fall 2022 High School Championship, and it does not disappoint at any point in time. I'm telling you, it's been a great time. Once again, I'm Suplex Plus. Find me on Twitter, Twitch, whatever. Animal, my man. I do anywhere?
Find me on Twitch, find me on Twitter, at Animal A, and we'll be back for some more Rocket League here shortly. Thank you so much for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your night.